What's up, Poppy? Welcome back to Watch Poppy. Clearly you learned nothing in Law 12. Maybe you should have listened to those questionable stories or stupid metaphors if we're being honest. But today we're covering everything you need to know.
Why are you laughing?
I don't know, bro. Why you got...
Your Honor, I'd like to call a witness.
Granted. I have to remind you that you're under oath, and you have to speak the truth and only the truth.
Yes, Your Honor. From what I recall, I saw Amrit viciously beating up Jobin. It was quite terrifying, actually. He started to rip off his limbs and feed him to him.
But I saw him. He's still alive. His arms are still there.
Sorry, Your Honor, I'm late.
What Colin just did there was perjury. He lied while being on the stand. We need some evidence for Colin's trial.
Your Honor, I'd like to present some evidence that might be admissible.
We need to have a voir dire to determine its admissibility. Jury, please leave the court.
Yeah, get out of here. Graham.
I need to talk with the Crown and the plaintiff's lawyer.
A voir dire is a mini trial within a trial with just the judge and the two lawyers. It's to determine the admissibility of evidence.
What, bro? Oh, he's stabbing me.
Curb stomp. He's dead. Deadly force is justified when you genuinely fear for your life and danger is imminent, and use reasonable force to take out the opponent.
This right here was an example of non-insane automatism because Carson was known to have a sleepwalking issue or a disorder and would not be held criminally responsible as he was not in a state of mind and therefore couldn't have committed the assault.
Drug money. Insane automatism is when the person has been suffering from some sort of mental disorder which causes them to be in an insane state and act without control. The accused would be held for criminal actions. It could be due to substance abuse or like mental unwell-being.
Hey, kid, stop that. Hey, that's mischief. This is an example of an extrajudicial sanction. These are used for youth crime cases where instead of being sent to jail or juvie, they instead are put into community-based punishments like community service, apologizing to the harm they have caused, or replacing the goods they may have stolen. See, Tyson here is picking up garbage in this community because he damaged the bushes. One main requirement of these is that the youth has to agree to do it.
Man, I sure love my phone. Oh no!
Hey, you, stop that! Get back here!
Go.
As you can see, Tyson here could not be criminally charged due to the incapacity of children. The legal presumption that kids cannot be held legally responsible for their actions.
If they're under 12.
If they're under 12.
Sir, I cannot pretend to be criminal.
Sir,
Stop! I'll shoot! Get away from him!
A police officer would not require a warrant to enter a home if they are in current hot pursuit of a criminal, or if they believe that evidence is being destroyed inside of the house, and lastly, if they believe someone's life is in danger. Booyah.
This right here is the center of the crime scene. It's one of the two perimeters that must be established by officers. It's where the actual offense was committed. Now the general area here is the perimeter. This could house the suspect, have potential evidence.
Police officers must do 3 things when they arrive at a crime scene. First of all, they must call an ambulance to assist someone who could be injured. Second of all, they must call in backup just in case there are hazards at the crime scene. And third of all, they must search the perimeter just in case there is a suspect, even if the witnesses have said they have left.
Yes, officer?
You look tired. Have a beer.
Thank you, sir. Is this okay?
Yeah.
Good enough for me.
What? Okay, action.
What's up, brah?
Yeah, good morning, sir. Are you by any chance under the influence of alcohol?
It's already morning. But the officer back there said I could, get the Baja Blast with tequila going. You know?
Well, that's very clearly against the law, so I don't know what that guy was thinking. Who was that man?
I was Officer Lifeset?
Oh, I knew it. That guy is such a dumbass. I actually hate that guy for real.
That's
So,
awesome.
but yeah, that's
Have a
against
good day,
the law.
sir.
No, you're not going anywhere, sir. Put that shit in park. Get up, come on. Hey, bro, chill.
This is an example of mistake of law. That is when someone does something that they know is wrong because they were told by an officer of the law that it was okay.
I'll shut the bell ring. We gotta
We gotta go, man.
This ain't my phone.
This ain't my phone.
You thief!
You're a thief!
Mistake of fact is when someone does something that they don't know is wrong. In this case, Umrit, Jobin, and Colin each picked up each other's phones because they looked almost identical.
It's like Jobin and Umrit.
Your Honor, as you can see, he ate all of my pizza.
It's obvious that he did not, my client Tyson here, did not eat all the pizza, as what is in your hands, kind sir?
You know, based on the balance of possibilities, I would say that Tyson's story is more believable based on the clear evidence.
But this is Italian pie.
I don't care. He's correct. The way that civil cases determine blame or guilt is by looking at the balance of probability. This is where the plaintiff and defendant tell their versions of the events, and the one that lines up with the evidence is the one that is deemed to be correct.
I got you this time, Tyson.
This would be an example of beyond reasonable doubt in a court case. This is because the defendant would have to prove that there was no other course of action in the crime. For example, they could say that Carson's clothing was all covered in blood, and he had a gun in his hand, as well as the gun was missing one bullet, and it was lodged inside of Tyson.
No.
Your Honor, because of my indigenous heritage, I would like to file a Gladio provision report.
Because it was only a minor assault, I'll consider it.
Thank you.
The Gladio provisions are where indigenous people are treated more leniently because of factors that led them into committing a crime. These factors are things such as coming from poverty, being abused physically or sexually, lack of education opportunities, or being in foster care or adoption for a length of time, or having family members who went to residential schools. It is to make prison time like the last possible option. Hey, can we get married real quick?
Honestly, I don't see anything wrong with this. No, you can. You just gotta say I do and I do.
I do.
I
Say it.
I do.
Not kiss.
I am requesting a marriage annulment.
Why is that, Tyson?
Because when we got married, I did not consent to it because he held a gun to my head and I was trying to get away.
Nuh-uh. Interesting. I'll allow this because the marriage never existed in the first place, as Tyson was not in control and fully free.
Honey Poo, no.
Honey, I made this cake for your birthday.
I don't want it.
I want to divorce my old honey pumpkin Pookie Bear Tyson here.
Why is that?
He used to beat me and hate my food and call me mean things and all that.
I can see that this marriage existed in the first place, and I will allow you guys to get a divorce.
Yeah. Hell no.
Annulment is an ending of a marriage where it never should have been legal in the first place, versus divorce is an ending of a marriage that was legal, however, parties have decided to end it.
Yo, Drake just released his new album.
Loser!
You can't do that. I'm gonna sue you.
Nope.
Yeah, Colin. Since he broke Jobin's phone, give him $1,000 of pecuniary damages. Since we were able to calculate the worth of the phone. That's how much you owe him. Yeah, I would do the same since Drake does suck, but it's the law.
Do you want to see this cool new trick?
Not really.
That's too bad.
Ah, crap, my ear. Yo, I can't hear you. I'm suing you now, bro.
You can.
Colin, you owe Jobin $1 million in
Huh?
pecuniary damages. Although you have not taken any physical money away from him, you still owe him compensation for the damage that it caused him.
Hey, Jobin, how's it going?
How's it going, my guy?
Going good.
That Davo was bad. I'll kill you now.
No! Oh!
And action.
Now, Jobin, even though you did not cause severe mental or physical harm to Carson, you still owe him $10,000 due to punitive damages, as they are purely to punish the defendant, the accused.
Hey, that's a $10,000 water bottle. That's an indictable offense. I'm putting a citizen arrest on you by put over here. On the ground. You can perform a citizen's arrest if you see someone do an indictable offense or have reasonable belief that someone did one.
Oh God! You're under citizen's arrest!
You can also perform a citizen's arrest if you see someone clearly trying to escape from officers of the law.
Man, I love watching the Canucks game in my own house. Go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go. Go Canucks, go.
Yeah, go Canucks.
Wait, who the hell are you?
We're performing a citizen's
You're under citizen's arrest.
No! Go Canucks.
You can also conduct a citizen's arrest when someone is breaking in on your own property. A tort is a civil wrong done by one person to another. For example, assault.
Well, this looks good to go.
Did we forget about the brakes?
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Fun.
Oh crap, my brakes aren't working.
Action. Negligence is unintentionally caused harm, but you should have foreseen that your actions would have caused harm.
To determine if negligence did occur, you must ask if the defendant provided the plaintiff with a duty of care.
Would a reasonable person do the same thing under the same circumstances?
Did the defendant's actions or failure to act cause injuries?
It's a great day today. I don't injure anybody. Oh,
I'm gonna sue you!
shit.
This would have a defense of contributory negligence. Me acting unreasonably and laying on the floor means that I would have a partial influence on the harm caused to me. This means that Carson would have less punishment to him.
Guys, I have something to announce. I think that Jobin Dhaliwal has killed 10 people in 2019.
Yeah! Bro, what are you talking about? I didn't kill anyone.
Yes, you did. We saw it.
Where's the evidence?
I gotta check the Daily Carson Times. What's this? I didn't do that.
Was this you?
Yes, it was.
That's libel.
No, it's not.
So libel is defamation but written down, and slander is defamation when spoken.
So Tyson, why are you suing Omrit here for defamation?
I'm suing Umrit because he told everyone that I always wear my hat backwards.
That is the truth. You do wear your hat backwards. So therefore, you can't sue me.
If you can prove the statements are true, you can't be sued for defamation.
So Omrit, why are you suing Tyson for defamation?
I'm suing him because he doesn't like the color of my sweaters.
But that's my opinion. I genuinely believe that the color brown is just terrible.
Fair comment is when someone expresses an opinion based on fact for public interest. They cannot be sued for these, as it is under the fair comment rule.
Come on.
This is Parliament.
We are defamation.
Statements made in parliament, military hearings, or courtrooms cannot be prosecuted, as they are under the absolute privilege rule.
Check yourself before you wreck yourself.
I'm ready for this awesome boxing match. Oh, my jaw is broken. I can't speak. I'm getting sued for this, bucko.
You're not liable because of the voluntary assumption of risk, which essentially states that no one is liable because the plaintiff agreed to accept the risk that was normally associated with the activity.
Yodi gang! This guy's got some stuff to spit about law and inevitable accidents.
An inevitable accident is an accident that no one could have prevented. With any reasonable care, would have still happened.
One action.
Really windy today.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Oh!
No! Oh, you punched me in the face. I'm gonna.
An act of God is something that is caused by a natural event that is extraordinary or unexpected.
Oh, so we're gonna stop here. The brakes aren't working.
It's
I'm
icy.
braking. I'm braking.
Oh no!
Explanation is when the event occurred for a valid reason, even when the defendant took every precaution to prevent it.
Boom! Ah! My knee! You broke it, bro.
What you gonna do about it?
It's fine. Leave it.
5 years later.
Honey, I can't afford to pay all these bills.
No! Didn't someone hurt your knee 5 years ago?
Alright, I can sue that guy.
Yeah!
I'm suing you now.
No, you can't.
The statute of limit prevents you from suing him. What is the statute of limit?
The statute of limitations is where you cannot sue someone after a reasonable amount of time has passed since the offense.
I understand.
Very nice. Want to get married?
Yeah.
We're getting married now.
Okay. We are gathered here today to witness the union in holy matrimony of Umrit and Cole.
I do.
What's happening? I do.
I now pronounce you husband and husband. You may kiss the groom.
Thank God. I've had too many drinks today.
Both parties must be able to understand the nature of marriage and uphold the responsibilities that comes with it.
You ready for this?
I'm full.
After this, we're gonna take care.
Yippee! Now we are witness here to watch the marriage between Jobin Dhaliwal and Carson Williams.
I'm full.
Do you say yes?
I do.
And you?
Me?
Just say I do.
I do. I'm full.
Seems good to me. We are in Florida after all.
I love kindergarten.
This marriage is not deemed legal because Carson is under the age of consent.
He said he was 18.
She said she was 12.
I'm this many.
She's not even 12. In order for marriage to be legal, both parties have to be the age of consent. For boys, it's 14, and for girls, it's 12. And parental consent is needed.
For younger ages.
We're here to get married.
Okay?
This is more than brother love.
Okay?
In order for marriage to be legal, both parties cannot be related by blood. In this instance, Umrit and Jobin were related by blood.
Just brotherly love, dude.
Oh my god.
Hey, can we get married real quick?
Honestly, I don't see anything wrong with this. No, you can. You just gotta say I do and I do.
I do.
Say
it.
I do.
Not kiss. In order for a marriage to be legal, both parties have to give consent, and neither party could be under duress during the time of the marriage.
So, you're here to get married.
By the way, I'm peenless.
I do.
As seen in this example, Carson is dongless, or peenless, one might say. Therefore, they do not have sexual capacity. Therefore, the marriage cannot be legal.
They cannot consummate the marriage.
Action.
So, you want to get married, eh?
Yes,
Do you take Tyson as your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
And do you, Tyson, also take him as your lawfully wedded husband?
I do.
You may kiss the bride.
Hey, we're still married there, buddy.
Kiss! Kiss! One.
In order to get married, your previous marriage must be terminated. You cannot be married to two spouses at a time.
Oh, my elbow!
I think you dislocated my shoulder.
I'm gonna sue you!
Apportionment is how we divvy up blame between wrongdoers. It's how both the plaintiff and the defendant can both be partially at fault for a wrongdoing.
What a great day, buddy.
Hello, mate. I'm gonna take your land, steal your wine.
Not again!
Leave.
This is my
Get off our
property.
property.
Hey, I told you once, man. Get off my property or I'll beat you.
Well, I am a
I'm sorry,
representative
sir,
of the
but I'm gonna
Queen.
push you off my property.
This is assault.
No, this is legal.
This is assault.
This is my property.
I will sue you.
Why? What happened to your accent? When you have a piece of land, trespassers are not allowed to enter your property. If they do, and you've asked them to leave once, and you've repeatedly asked them to leave and they haven't, you are allowed to use reasonable force to get them off your property. In this case, Umrit pushed Colin off of his property, which was a reasonable amount of force.
Hey man, I've got some suspicions about you. Can you empty your pockets for me, please?
I consent to this search and seizure by the police. Here you go. As you can see, I have
This
nothing on me other than that one, I guess.
Wow, what a beautiful image.
Oi, bruvna. Oh! Hey, free phone. Spanish adrenaline.
Hey! Oh, no! You're getting arrested.
Mhm.
I'm gonna search you now.
Okay. Hey.
What's this?
It's my AirPods. Is it other pocket?
Is this your phone? This is in my hands now. Let's go.
Okay. Leaving the body?
Police officers are allowed to make a search without a warrant if they believe evidence is being destroyed or is in danger. Police officers are also allowed to search without a warrant when a lawful arrest has been made or the person consents to the search.
So I got my water bottle to kill Umrit with, got all my plans of his address, his weakest points, family members I could exploit. Yeah, I'm ready to kill Umrit.
I'm sorry? Hands behind your back. Do you have anything else on you?
In order for a person to be charged with attempt, they have to do actions that they must do in order to commit the crime. Like planning out how they're going to commit the crime, physically going to the location, like crimes are committed before actual crime, or like failure to commit the crime, like they go and stab someone and they miss.
Hey kid, give me your phone.
Oh, no, leave.
Hey, stop right there. My name is Officer Danny Wall. I'm going to arrest you for your action that you just did. Here's a warrant for your arrest that's been previously announced. I'm going to touch you and I'm going to place you under arrest. You have a right to counsel.
In order for an arrest to be legal, the police officer has to identify himself or herself as a police officer. They must advise the accused that he or she is under arrest. They must inform the accused of the charges and show them the arrest warrant if one is obtained, and then touch the accused to indicate that he or she is in legal custody. That person must be informed of the right to counsel after being placed in custody.
The various goals of sentencing are denunciation, deterrence, separation of offenders from society, and the acknowledgement of harm they have caused, and reparation.
We are here today for Tyson's arm being cut off by Colin.
I'm innocent.
No.
It was self-defense. I'm criminally insane.
Nope.
Constitution violations?
I am disappointed, young man.
The four defenses and justifications the accused can use during their trial are pleading innocence, saying they never done the crime, pleading insanity, they were unable to understand what they were doing, saying there was a constitutional violation which occurred, during their trial and arrest, and self-defense, and claiming they did it in self-defense. Man, I love Southside Compton. The O Block's where it's at.
Yo, what are you doing in our hood?
Are you blood, crip, or Peary's?
Jeff Prius.
Huh. He fell funny.
This is an example of the deviant place theory, a victim theory where if the victim is in the wrong place in a neighborhood they should not be in this example, and that's why they become a victim.
Action.
Man, I love dark alleys. Hey, aren't you the guy whose wife I bonked on the side that one time and he beat me up and killed me?
Not again. Bro, that's gotta be the ugliest sneakers I've ever seen.
What'd you say, boy?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh!
Victim precipitation theory suggests that the individuals who start the argument are the ones who end up in harm or death. Your Honor, as you can see, there is enough evidence here to put Carson on trial for genocide.
The purpose of a preliminary trial is to determine whether there is sufficient evidence to put the accused on trial.
Very nice. To prevent my house from getting robbed, I'm gonna lock my door as to prevent any situational crime. It's locked. As you can see, he can't get inside.
Some examples of situational crime prevention are target hardening, assist natural surveillance, strengthen formal surveillance, or identify the property.
But I'm innocent. I'm a politician.
No. We're gonna treat you like a person that killed two people, for example, Tyson, rather than a person that hurt a dog, like Jobin. That's the rule.
The agreed upon principles of justice are that like cases are treated like and unlike cases are treated unlike. The law applies to everyone equally, there is no partiality, and every Canadian has the right to be presumed innocent. The steps of the oak test is the infringement prescribed by law, aka, was it written down? Is it a law? Is the purpose of it pressing and substantial? Is it necessary? Is the law rationally connected to its purpose? You can't prevent littering to stop gang violence. It doesn't make any sense. Does the law minimally impair the right? Or do the positive effects outweigh the negative effects?
Thanks, Luis.
Yeah, of course.
Go.
The three remedies that can be used if a law cannot be saved by the oak test is reading in, making it more specific, reading out, which is making it less specific, or simply striking the law, getting rid of it altogether. Oh, here comes the baby! Oh my god, it's little Petunia! It's a shame, I'm really depressed. That's not supposed to come off. Bye.
Hey, honey, where's the baby at?
Which part?
Yeah, that man's dead. My bad, bro.
Okay. Now, I'm teaching you how to shoot at the gun range, so I need you to go get the target.
Sure.
Watch this. Got him. The three crimes of culpable homicide, where the accused is guilty and can be charged with the crime, is infanticide, where the accused is a biological mother who suffers from illness after the birth, within 6 months of the birth, homicide, which is a purposeful killing, and manslaughter, which is accidental killing. Okay, so you're both competing for the engineering job here? What degrees do you both have?
I have a PhD in risology.
I actually went to Harvard and achieved a PhD in engineering.
You're hired.
Thank you.
Come on, man.
Bona fide job requirements are skills that are needed to succeed in the job, such as a degree or like having already learned those skills, which makes you more valuable than others, and which is why you're gonna be hired instead of someone else who doesn't have that skill.
So, between you two for the IT work job, what's your guys' qualifications?
I have a degree in computer science from Harvard.
And you?
I know computer. Very well.
Well, he's Indian. Get over here, bud.
Thank you very much, buddy. Thank you.
Discriminatory hiring, or not hiring someone based off their race, religion, ethnicity, etc., is a human rights code violation, and therefore illegal.
So you two are our final candidates for our philosophy position. What are your credentials?
Well, we both went to Harvard and Oxford and all of the Ivy League schools.
We were the first students to have 6.0 GPAs, sharing top of the class.
Well, I've made my decision. You're hired.
This is bullshit!
Actually, it's called affirmative action, where a company may choose to hire a certain person of color because their group has faced hardship in the past. Isn't this a $10,000 notebook? Oh.
Oh look, a $5 notebook. Oh.
I'm a single mother of 3. Oh, look, a $10,000 notebook.
Summary offenses are lesser crimes. For example, theft of less than $5,000. Whereas indictable offenses are more serious crimes for stuff like arson. There are also hybrid offenses. Can you not, dude? Hybrid offenses are where the judge can decide to charge them on indictable or summary offenses, depending on the crime
And the person.
and the person.
Rito, my man.
Yo, Carson, how's it going?
It's
Good, buddy?
bro. Buddy. I'll kill you.
No, please. Oh.
The defense of intoxication can be used when someone is intoxicated enough that they do not understand the consequences of their actions. For example, Carson there. However, it cannot be used when the drinking was voluntary, or in examples like drunk driving, where it's absolute liability, and no matter what, you are guilty.
Hey Carson, you should steal the bags. They're not here.
That's a pretty good idea. Go get Umritz. He'll help me. Probably sell him off to Colin because he's a stupid dumbass. Doesn't even know what stolen goods are. Thanks, bro. Now scram. No one catches you.
Boomba-clat! Let's steal these backpacks!
I was just saying boom with that. Let's go.
Not my backpack.
You, Luis.
No.
Hall, I'm great hall.
Great haul.
Hey, Colin,
What's up,
buddy
guys?
boy.
Trying to buy some backpacks? 2 for
Five
1
bones. 5 bones.
$5 for full backpacks
Yeah.
with a laptop in it?
Oh,
my
yeah.
God.
I didn't know about that.
I'll
Yeah.
take all
5.
3. Here
Oh,
you
that's-
go, guys.
Oh, I didn't throw in this cool hat I found too.
How do you just have this limited edition hat? This is
Yeah,
awesome.
We were the first to find it.
No,
Oh my God.
In store, obviously.
We're great.
A party to an offense is someone who actually commits a crime, someone who does or doesn't do something in order to help the crime be committed, and someone who abets in the crime or encourages the crime.
On.
For real.
Yeah? You think you're a tough guy?
Oh, you idiot! I have a punch to the head disease. I'm gonna die.
No, he's not gonna die. Wait a minute. He died. Right there was an example of the thin skull rule. It essentially states that although a victim may have underlying conditions, if you were to cause the plaintiff some damage because of your negligence, you would still be held accountable. Outro.
Hey, is that
Man, that Luis guy. I think I should kill him.
Yeah, I think so. I know.
The difference between subjective and objective mens rea is that objective mens rea considers what a reasonable person would have been thinking, taking account of what the accused should have thought. And subjective mens rea considers what was actually in the mind of the accused, focusing on intent, knowledge, and recklessness. On, go.
Hey, Umar.
Boom! Boom! Got your phone, Lil.
General intent is committing a crime simply to commit that crime, versus specific intent is committing a crime to commit another crime. For example, breaking and entering in order to assault someone, or in this case, assaulting someone in order to steal their phone.
Oh man, I really hate Colin. I want to slap him.
Yeah, dang.
The two basic elements of a crime are the actus rea and the mens rea. The mens rea is the guilty mind, and the actus rea is the actual act of committing the crime. You need to have both for a crime to be a crime. Oh no! Ah! Oh shit!
Strict liability offenses do require the actus reus in a crime, but they don't require the mens rea. However, if you can prove that you were doing due diligence to prevent any crime from happening, you can be acquitted. In this case, Carson was driving safely following all of the laws, but he had to swerve out of the way of the child and ended up killing Luis. He can claim due diligence and be acquitted of the crime.
I love driving. Hey.
Sir, I'm gonna need you to roll down the window. License and registration, please.
Well, sir.
Get on your knees.
Yeah.
Absolute liability offenses are when you're doing something that cannot be defended. Say, in this case, driving without a driver's license. There is no defense that you can claim to prevent any punishment.
Daddy, why we got no money? I saw Johnson had a new Tesla plated with gold. Why we don't have?
Yes, we do, child. We do have one. Now I'll be back. Just stay here.
Yay!
I'm Bill Gates, and these are all of my expensive backpacks. They're probably worth about $5,000 a piece. Hey! Back up.
These are mine now.
This is an example of string theory. Jovan has pressure put on him by his kids to support them. Therefore, he became a criminal to steal money to support them.
So, killing Colin, oh, you go to jail, but then Colin's dead. So, weighing the options here. I really do hate Colin. That was easy.
Action.
Rational choice theory is the idea that a criminal weighs the pros and cons before committing an offense.
I hate that people keep calling us criminals just because we're teenagers.
Yeah, it sucks. We haven't even done it.
See me? Stay close. You don't want these criminal children to come and kill you and steal from you and do things to your body.
That's it.
You're gonna get it.
I'm gonna rob you. Right there is an example of labeling theory. The two teenagers were labeled as criminals, and because of this, it led them to acting like them.
I got the crime gene in me. Crime's in my blood. My dad was a criminal. I inherited it from him because all criminals are genetically bad people.
Trait theory is a theory that people with different traits can be caused to be pushed towards or pushed away against crimes in certain situations.
Every time your mom goes on the lake, you hear because people think there's a fairy on the You bastard! No! No!
Provocation could turn murder into manslaughter if the provocation was so outrageous that any reasonable person would have lost self-control, and if the attack was done in a short while after the provocation.
I'd like to purchase your house for $5 million.
That's a good deal. I'll consider it. 2 hours later.
Sign the papers, please.
All right, I accept your offer.
Thank you. Pleasure doing business. The other way, by the way.
Congratulations.
We're brothers.
The essential elements of a contract are an offer, which has to be clear and concise, acceptance of the offer, and consideration, which means both parties get what they agreed to get. This creates an enforceable contract.
Can't see me now. On your knees, on the ground. I'll shoot. I'll shoot. I'll shoot. 10. Floor. 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 Thank you. Cool water bottle. $10,000 actually.
Theft is when you steal something from someone without the use of harm. First, robbery is stealing with the use of threats or violence.
Oh look, a red light. Hope no cars come.
Ah, shit, he's dead.
I'm in the military.
And I'm a terrorist!
Hey!
This is capital punishment. You killed 50 orphans.
I was...
Oh, no! Call an ambulance!
Homicide could be non-culpable if it's during self-defense, due to an unforeseeable accident, the death has occurred during times of war, or due to being hanged, given the death penalty in countries where capital punishment is legal.
I'm an angry 16-year-old.
So Colin, what you did today was very terrible. We are going to charge you as an adult instead of a child now.
A person can be tried as an adult depending on the seriousness of the offense, their age, their maturity, and the quality of the person. Also their past criminal history. However, when they are still minors, that portion of their sentence must be served in that authority.
Really want to kill Officer John. He was been pointing my wife on the side, so hey, yo, Johnny.
Yo, what's up?
Murder can be considered first degree even if it is not premeditated if you kill a police officer, justice of the peace, or judge.
Thank you, Mr. Michaud, for a great year. This has probably been all of our favorite class, of all time. So, yeah.
Favorite teacher, we had a lot of fun with you.
Last year.
Thank you for taking 50 minutes out of your day to watch our garbage.
That's good.
It was good.